Okay.
Live na po.
Okay, we're live. So, i-share po muna natin ang ating live. You go to Philippine Institute of Cybersecurity Professionals at makikita nyo ang ating live via FB. Okay. And i-share lang natin ito. Share. Okay. Nakuha mo na, Commander Rodel, yung yung link? Have you gotten the link? And we are live na. Okay, so magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, sa inyong mga ka-Pix Pro. No, maraming
Magandang hapon sa lahat,
magandang
mga
hapon.
ka-Pix Pro sa ating mga panauhin. Magandang hapon sa inyong dalawa po.
Magandang hapon, Executive Director, Kuya Primo, magandang hapon sa iyo. And of course, sa ating mga resource speakers, our distinguished guests, who will be later introduced formally. Magandang hapon po sa inyo mula sa Visayas. Ayan, nakikita ko, Visayas Communicators. Alright. Ayan. Maayong hapon sa lahat ng mga taga Cebu. At maayong hapon din kay Press Roy din. Press, andyan ka ba?
Ngayong hapon dia, Pres.
Yes, good afternoon po sa lahat ng mga nanonood no sa ating programang every Friday Wintuhang Cyber Security sa handog sa inyo ng Visayas chapter.
Yes, okay. Yan. Si Press Roy din, no? He invited two distinguished guests, no, para mag-share sa atin mamaya tungkol sa computer security incident response. But before we move to that, Kuya Primo, February 13 ngayon.
Oo nga eh. Kaya, from Alboal, pumunta talaga ako dito sa city. Baga firing squad ako bukas.
Ma-outside ako lambuka pagka wala ka.
By the way,
Ayan.
Pres, yung CTU pala, yung main office, nakausap ko na, punta ako doon sa sound nila at nagbigay na ako ng sample ng natin, MOU, tapos in-endorse na nila sa legal para ma-cover na natin lahat ng campuses nila whenever pag may comment sila, i-inform kita kung merong kailangang i-revise doon sa MOA natin with them.
Wow, that's good. And ayan na, marami, di ba? Marami yun, Kuya.
Yeah, 20 plus campuses.
Wow. 20 plus. Good news yan para sa advance Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, magiging busy.
Busy.
Busy, Valentine's eh.
So, I'm sure marami dyan ang nakapila sa mga flower shops, no? At sa mga bilihan ng mga tsokolate. Ayan. Nakabili ka na ba, Kuya?
Hindi, gagawa ako.
Wow!
Yes! Meron naman akong itabliya eh. Just have to add yung banana chocolate na
Wow naman.
i-grind mo lang yun ng 4 na oras. So bukas baka may half kilo chocolate na ako.
Oh yeah, by the way, yung sa ating mga guests po, kung kailangan nyo ng tableya, at yung tableya ni Kuya Primo, napakasarap. Legit.
Yeah.
As
A
in, masarap
proud
siya.
Bual product yun.
Yeah. Okay. So, tanungin natin yung ating mga ka-Pix Pro kung saan sila nakapila ng flower shop. No? I-chat nyo lang sa ating kung nasaan kayo ngayon. But would like to say hi to Emmanuel Corpus Jr. Ayan. Si John Ray. Si John Ray from LU. Hello sa'yo. At si Joy Kenneth Biasong, magandang hapon. At sabi ni Emmanuel Corpus Jr., good afternoon, watching from LTAI Santa Rosa, Laguna. Ayan. Si Jomel Rosalejos, Pix Pro Sign sa'yo. And of course, ayan si Press Alan. Good afternoon, mga ka-Pix Pro. Magandang hapon din sa iyo dyan, Press Alan. At si Marichu Frogalidad, good afternoon, mga ka-Pix Pro. Si Esteban. Si Esteban La Chica, good afternoon, mga ka-Pix Pro. Yeah. At si Joseph Padua, good PM from UNP Vegan City. O, diba? Meron tayong taga-vegan dito. At pa-shoutout daw kay Anderson Suazo. O, shoutout na sa'yo, Anderson. Yan. Wala bang nag-message kung nasan silang bumili ng bulaklak at kung magkano ang presyo ngayon ng mga roses?
Pagkano bili?
Magkano ang bilihan ngayon? Ayan. Si Darwin Teherero, magandang hapon mga ka-Pix Pro. At si Mary Joy Sakay nagpapa-shoutout din. Shoutout sa'yo, Mary Joy. And si Wenny R. Tangilig, hello, hello. Si VP Ellen, magandang hapon sa'yo, VP Ellen. Sabi niya, magandang hapon mga ka-Pix Pro. Si Ash, or rather si Temros Ash. Good afternoon mga ka-Pix Pro. At si June Diones, good PM po from Isabela State University Etchague Campus. Ganon din si Roy Rafael Ordanel, good afternoon po daw. Bago ako tumuloy sa shoutout, February 13, ano ba yun sasabihin ko kuya? Yung Friday the 13th din ngayon.
Friday the 13th, subukas, napaka-madugong February 14th Valentine's Day ito.
14th, oo. Kasi yung iba, sasabihin na hindi tayo lalabas ngayon kasi Friday the 13th ngayon, ngayong February 13. Alright.
So, ingat, ingat.
Yeah, ingat. At si MJ Barin, good afternoon po sa lahat. At si Justin Kyle Alita, good afternoon mga ka-Pix Bros. Uy, si Justin. Hello. Ayan, from Atracasyon. Okay. So, very interesting yung ating topic for this afternoon, no, kuya? Kasi alam natin na napaka-busy nila, no, sa kanilang post, no? Pero talagang pinagbigyan tayo dahil sa sobrang lakas ni Press Roy din sa kanila.
Ay, maganda yung rapport ni Pres Royden sa ating mga military forces. Kaya
Yes. Yes, okay, tama. Kaya hindi siya mahindian. Ito ang update ni Emmanuel Corpus. Chocolate na lang daw po, sabi ni Mrs. Malalanta lang daw po kasi yung flower.
correct.
Tama, okay naman yan. Oh, may bago ngayong flower, ano? Yung parang made out of yung ginagawa lang ng mga bata. Yung basta ganun, very creative yung mga bata ngayon eh. Gagawa sila out of yung parang mabalahibong ano. I forgot kung ano yun eh. Pero maganda siya pag ano, ginawang bouquet at hindi pa
Mga recyclable materials.
Right,
Yung
right.
maalala ko yung ano, yung boss ko dati na pag Valentine's Day, hindi siya bumibili ng flowers. Tapos hihintayin niya na matanggap ang flowers ng boss namin. So kinagabihan, pupuntahan niya yung opisina, kukunin niya yung flowers, dadalhin niya doon sa bahay niya, bigay niya sa misis niya.
Wais ah.
So,
Wais.
di ba? So, kakalibre siya. Eh, sabi niya, boss, hindi mo na naman ito gagalawin. Ang dami-daming nagbibigay sa sa office ng flower sa iyo. So, malamang yung sa husband mo yung pinaka importante. So, ito mga bigay ng mga suppliers natin, akin na 'to.
Yeah. Wais. Alright. So,
Yes.
mag-shout out pa tayo, isa pa? Ah, okay. Oh, mamaya na. Alright. So, punta na
Hindi
tayo
na
sa
natin
ating
patagalin pa.
oo, huwag na natin patagalin pa 'no, dahil alam ko kanina nagre-ready na, eh.
Nga,
Si
eh.
oo, na yung kanyang presentation talagang reading-ready na sila. Alright, so we will formally introduce our, distinguished speakers for this afternoon's Kwentuhang Cybersecurity, mga ka-PICS Pro, to discuss about the computer security incident response, no? Sila ay from the Philippine Army and Philippine Navy. So, talagang napakaswerte natin ngayon. I'd like to, introduce first, of course, our colonel, no, from the Philippine Army. She is the Assistant Chief of Unified Command Staff for Communications, Electronics, and Information Systems, or CEIS, U6, Visayas Command of the Armed Forces of the Philippines in Cebu City. And he was the commanding officer of the 9th Signal Battalion of the Army Signal Regiment, Philippine Army, stationed at Camp Elias Angeles, Pili, Camarines Sur, 2017 to 2019. And she was also the commandant of the Signal School, Army Signal Regiment, Philippine Army, from 2019 to 2021. She is a member of the AFP Officer Candidate Course, class, huwag natin sabihin yung class, and former member of AFP Women's Auxiliary Corps. And she also received the Distinguished Service Star Awards, Gawad sa Kaunlaran Medals, Bronze Cross Medal, Military Merit Medals, Military Commendation Medals, Anti-Dissident Campaign Medals, and Ribbon for Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, Marksmanship Badges, Presidential Citation, Unit Badge, and various commendations and recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, mga ka-PICS Pro, si Colonel Lorelie Retulia Suarez, BAGSC. Hi, magandang hapon po, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am.
Colonel.
Yes, ma'am, sir. Good afternoon and thank you for inviting us sa Kwentuhang PICS Pro.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for gracing the invitation. We also have the current group commander of the 4 CISG, CISSA, CEISS AFP at Viscom Camp Lapu-Lapu in Cebu City, and at the same time, the chief of the Systems Engineering and Project Management Office of the HCISS AFP. He graduated Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering from the Western Institute of Technology in Iloilo City. He is a cyber warfare and naval systems engineering officer who graduated from the Basic Weapons, Communications, Electronics, and Information Systems Officer course in July 2006 and graduated from the Basic Cyber Warfare Officers course in December 2018 at the Naval Information and Communications Technology Center. And he also took the Network Managers course in India to further his knowledge and skills in systems and network management. And finally, he has served in several significant positions at the NCE, ISC, and ICTC, the headquarters, Philippine Navy, the General Headquarters, Armed Forces of the Philippines, and the National Coast Watch Council Secretariat as the Technical Assistant and Director of the Capability Development Unit. Ladies and gentlemen, mga ka-PICS Pro, si Commander Rodel G. Baraka, Philippine Navy. Sir, magandang
Sir,
hapon.
welcome, sir.
Sirs and ma'am, good afternoon to Sir Royden and Sir Primo. Good afternoon and
Good afternoon, sir.
followers ng PICS Pro.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for gracing our invitation amidst your busy schedules, kayo ni Ma'am Lai. And this is very interesting, no? Itong computer security incident response, no? Ano ba ito and why is this very important? Would you like to share your thoughts
At
on
saka
this?
paano tayo makakatulong sa kanila? More
Yes.
importantly.
Yes, sirs. It is very important dahil sa emerging threat sa cyberspace. So in the AFP, we have 4 domains of operations. So mayroon tayong land, yung Army, yung sea, yung sa Navy, and yung air, sa Air Force. And the 4th domain is the cyberspace domain. So very critical din itong domain na to dahil dito din yung mga information natin tumatakbo. And of course, your capability enablers natin. Yung mga missile systems natin, mga situational awareness natin. Dito nagko-communicate yung mga leaders hanggang from strategic, operational, at saka hanggang tactical. So it is important domain to be protected from threats also. So yun, that's why we should be prepared for this any eventualities na mangyari sa domain na to. So we have to have a plan, the Computer Security Incident Response Plan.
Right.
Like other like other incidents like Lindol, yung bagyo na just struck Cebu, may mga plans din yung AFP for that so that we can makapag-respond agad yung AFP sa mga victims ng mga calamities na yan. So same din sa cyberspace. Ma'am, may nadagdag po kayo.
Yes, magdagdag lang ako na the Armed Forces of the Philippines is mag-transition na yung campaign namin from internal security operations to external security operations. That refers to the West Philippine Sea. So with that transition ng Armed Forces of the Philippines, we should also strengthen our cybersecurity posture. That's why for now, marami na mga initiatives ang AFP through the AFP Cyber Command and CESAF para paigtingin against cyber threat. That's all.
Parang nag-aalay yung ating Casey, parang 2 weeks ago, ang amin pong guest naman ay si Commodore J. Tariela. And he discussed about the West Philippine Sea. And now, kayo naman po, sinasabi nyo na from the internal, ay magkakaroon na tayo ng external, no, para naman din tumulong din sa West Philippine Sea. So, Kuya Primo, parang tayo nag-aalay ng ating mga
Mas- magagalit na yung mga natin dito, napaka-active na natin sa West Philippine Sea.
yeah, I think it's really very important kasi ang isa sa mga challenges natin dito is yung mga maling impormasyon tungkol doon sa West Philippine Sea. At yun ang kailangan natin na ipangalap yung totoo lang. Tama, ma'am, no? Ma'am Lai? Ayan, okay. Alright, before we move on, tatanong ko lang si Commander Rodel, do you have any slides to share?
Yes po, ma'am. Siguro I will be presenting the Computer Security Incident Response Plan.
Yes, yung infrastructure ba yan, sir? Yung infrastructure natin?
Yes, sir. Bali,
Okay, very good.
po ito para sa mga audience natin. So I have
Yes.
12 slides and
Yes,
11.
okay. The floor is yours.
But before anything else siguro, ma'am, is we have to introduce muna yung si Viscom, si Ma'am Lorelai mag-introduce, and for me, si Fort CISG supporting the Visayas Joint Area of Operations.
Okay.
Okay, sir, for the information of everybody, The Visayas Command is the armed forces here in Visayas region. So we since we have 3 regions to include the NIR, ang Visayas Command siya ang look into the operational stability of our region here in Visayas. So our relationship with the 4th CISG, headed by Commander Baraka, is on how to strengthen our cybersecurity posture. So sila yung implementing unit ng Visayas Command to take charge of the cybersecurity concern ng not only here in the Visayas Command, but also our operational command and operational control units within Visayas region. So ganun po yung relationship ng 4th CISG with the Visayas Command.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. For the 4th CISG naman po, we are the operating unit of the CIS service AFP that provides support to the Visayas Command. So kami po nagbibigay ng backbone or connectivity from our headquarters at general headquarters sa Manila papunta dito kay Commander Visayas Command. So may mga units po kami sa Panay, Negros, Samar, and Leyte, and Bohol. So we are providing microwave, parang ano kami, parang telco kami ng AFP.
Okay. So it's the Navy is providing the communications infrastructure for the Army.
Yung CIS Service AFP po. Yung CIS Service AFP po is a JHQ ibig sabihin multi-service kami. So may mga Army doon, Navy, and Air Force. So JHQ. So makikita kaya kami ni ma'am ay dito si Visayas Command is JHQ unit din siya. May makita ka dito pag bumisita kayo sa Visayas Command, may mga Air Force. So siya ng base, tapos may mga Navy and may mga Army din. So yung namin, yung Commander Viscom, si General Reyeg is an Army. So yan. So our Deputy Viscom, si Commodore Dison, is a Navy. Yan. So kami naman sa CI Service AFP dito sa 4th CISG ay ganun din, JHQ unit na meron Army, Navy, Air Force. So we are composed of technical people, mga IT and cyber, as well as communications electronics. So matagal na po ito, ang unit na ito that provides backbone to the AFP from Luzon hanggang Mindanao. So kami po nagpo-provide ng parang highway, kumbaga, from Luzon to Mindanao. So hanggang sa mga brigades, mga units, ibig sabihin joint operational area. So yun
dito po ito sa Navforsen sa Lapu-Lapu, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sa ibabaw lang kami ng headquarters Viscom. Sir. So basically, yung trabaho namin bukod sa pag-provide ng backbone sa Visayas Command and link to the other units providing forces kay Viscom, kami din nag-ensure ng cyber security posture ni Viscom. So, ganun po. And,
so hindi na tayo reliant sa mga pala, sir, sa mga telcos. Meron tayong sariling natin, communications, how do you call that?
backbone.
Anong line natin? T1 ba yun?
Yes, sir. Yan yung microwave natin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Very good.
For now, yung nasa pipeline natin yung pag-enhance ng backbone natin, ng infrastructure natin. So through our modernization. Yan po, yun po yung ano natin. So yung CI service AAP din nagmamanage ng mga modernization when it comes to IT and site and communications part. Yun po.
Yes.
So with that, sir, allow me to share my presentation.
Yep. Very interesting, no? Meron pala tayong ganun, kuya.
Yes, kaya nga eh. Sarili na natin eh.
Yes. Okay.
Verify ko lang ma'am kung nakikita na po sa ano.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sige, thank you. So, yung topic natin for this afternoon is a Computer Security Incident Response Plan or CSIRP. So, this is to ensure resilience and rapid recovery in the face of cyber threats. So, I have 12 slides and I'll be presenting to you briefly lang yung what is CSIRP and yung i-share ko lang din yung mga experiences namin dito sa AFP and mga what have we done doon sa for the past 2013 when the AFP recognized the cyberspace as its operational domain. So, first, ano po yung CSIRP? It is a documented roadmap for handling security breaches. So, like I mentioned kanina, may mga implementing plan kami, may mga contingency plan. So, for the cyber, we have this plan also. Para alam natin kung anong gagawin when it comes to when there is a cyber incident. So meron ng organization, yung flow nandyan, and the policy of course, which is very important. So the primary goal of this plan is to minimize business impact, protect data integrity, and ensure regulatory compliance. So sa US CISA. Then why it matters is so for proactive planning and reduces the cost of breach and downtime. So as mentioned nga kanina, kung sa Kinetic, sa mga HADR, search and rescue namin, may mga plan kami for HADR, kaya nakakapag-respond kami agad when it comes to to incidents or mga calamities. So for this, ito yung paper natin or reference natin, document natin for us to respond and recover from any cyber incident. So for the incident response team, generally, we have the core members, yung sa IT security, sa legal counsel, meron tayong public relations and human resources. Ito mga people natin na yung first responders. So sa hierarchy, on the AAP naman, we have AAP CERT teams. So headed by J6, the TDCS for C4I Star Systems J6, si Rear Admiral Bautista. So yon. Then yung members namin sa taas sa AP CERT, yung deputy chairman is Deputy J2, yung intelligence namin. And members are deputies of J-staff, the AP Cyber Command, the deputy of CI Service AP, and yung yung CRS or yung CMO. So also kasama pala dun yung AFP PAW, yung ano namin, public yung ano namin, yung spokesperson ng AFP. Yan. Then sa leadership, a dedicated incident commander to lead decision making. Dapat daw mayroong incident commander sa like other sa when it comes to kinetic or dito sa mga ano natin sa organization dito sa local. Dapat may incident commander that leads the command and control of the incident or the team. For our external partners, meron tayong dapat forensic experts, may cyber insurance providers, law enforcement. Like sa atin dito, marami tayong mga law enforcement agencies that provides support for investigating cyber incidents like sa PNP, sa NBI, and yung sa CICC naman sa DICT natin. According to Root List Incident and Severity Framework, there are 4 incident classification, incident severity classification. So for the low or P4, ibig sabihin minor events are failed or attempts. Dito sa amin, we have low din and same din at sa AP cert policy namin. We have actually 3. Low, medium, high lang siya na classification. So yun lang. For this reference international framework, we have 4 classification of incidents. So it is important for us para alam ng leadership or ng team kung paano gumalaw at every level. The coordination, kung sinong gagawa ng mga taskings. So it is important for us na alam natin na dapat ay ma-address at every levels yung incidents. For P1, critical, immediate threat to operations or massive data loss. For us in the AP, that is high. At saka yung mag-activate na po niyan is AFP cert. AFP cert na sa level ng headquarters. Kung massive na talaga yung data loss. Then P2, yung high significant impact with some functional loss. Pwede sa amin yung mag-act na nito are yung mga units namin, major services units. Like Army CCERT, yung PAC CERT, Navy CCERT, and PAF CCERT, at saka JHQ CCERT. Yung JHQ CCERT is a combination ng personnel ng Cyber Command and CI Service AFP. Yun po yun. Then sa moderate, limited impact, non-critical systems affected, and of course, yung minor events or failed attempts. So ito lang yung mga probing lang sa firewall natin. So yun po. For the AP, we have 3 classification of severity. So with that, according to NIST Special Publication 861, meron tayong 6 phases of incident response life cycle. Namely, preparation phase, the identification phase, the containment and eradication phases, recovery, and lastly, the post-incident. So dito, sinusunod natin para we have to develop our TTPs, our tools, and yung skills natin. So every ano. So mamaya on the succeeding slide, isa-isayan natin po yan, yung phases. For our phase 1 and 2, the preparation phase, establishing policies, training staff, and setting up monitoring tools. So in the AFP, we have established na yung yung AFP cert policy namin. So naka-define doon, of course, yung mga objectives, yung mga organizations, yung taskings, roles and responsibilities of every members of the AP cert. Yan po yun. So for training, yung mga cyber units namin and the AP Cyber Command and SASAF also program in their budget yung mga trainings for incident response. Also, yung mga forensics. Then, yung mga other trainings that requires skills for identifying yung mga attacks and also analyzing yung mga logs natin. Yun, ganun po yung mga naka-program sa amin. Then, it is important talaga na na i-train natin. Dapat skilled yung personnel natin, yung mga members ng incident response team. Also, hindi lang yung mga incident response team, dapat skilled din sir yung natin, yung mga leadership, yung sa leadership, yung incident commander, dapat alam niya yung paano i-direct yung mga tao and mag-identify ng mga incident. Also, important din pala yung parang spokesperson, 'di ba? Yung communication, because kung malalaki yung incident, of course, na-degrade yung reputation ng organization, dapat may isang tao na marunong mag-communicate to the public the effect ng incident. And kung ano na yung mga ginagawa natin para at least lalo na if there is a personal information na affected. So, yun po. So, yun yung pinaka-importante, yung PAW natin. Then, setting up monitoring tools, yung Security Information Event Management and Intrusion Detection System. Isang example lang to ng mga tools in preparation. But I have research here yung mga tools for establishing visibility. So what is important kasi is from the to the mga nodes natin, yung mga end user devices natin. Alam natin kung saan siyang mga VLANs, saang segment siya ng network, yung mga security devices natin and network devices natin, dapat nakikita natin na monitor natin. So ika nga, you cannot defend what you cannot see. Diba? So, yun. So, for the tools ng visibility, dapat may asset inventory. Then may vulnerability scanner tayo like Nessus or Qualys and OpenBus. So para alam natin yung mga vulnerabilities ng systems natin, yung mga firewalls natin, yung mga switches natin, yung mga computers natin, lalo na yung mga ginagamit na computers ng mga personnel. Kasi nga, yung human is the weakest link of the cybersecurity. So dapat isama din natin yan sa mga minomonitor natin at chine-check kung mayroong vulnerabilities. Also, yung log management system and configuration compliance tools. So kailangan natin ito to have a visibility in our network. Not only for the location, health and health and yung status ng systems ng mga computers, network security and firewall, but yung yung mga applications din natin. So for identification, detecting anomalies and validating the threats via log analysis and alerting system, meron din tayong mga tools na pwede nating ilagay sa network natin. Particularly yung alerting the indicators of compromise, mga suspicious behavior in our network. So dyan, yung mga tools natin is SIEM, yung like Splunk, IBM QRadar, tapos Microsoft Sentinel, then yung EDR, Endpoint Detection and Response, and Extended Detection and Response like CrowdStrike, Falcon and Sentinel-1. Also, we have IPS, IDS, and Network Detection and Response. So, marami tayong mga tools na kailangan dyan para sa identification. Also, user and entity behavior analytics. So, kailangan yan. So, sa ngayon kasi, may mga advanced malware. So, kailangan din natin ng AI siguro to combat those advanced malwares. So by the way, for the training pala, kailangan talaga natin pala sa personal training. So may mga trainings na gold standard like sa SANS Institute, CompTIA, SA Plus, and EC Council Certified Incident Handler. Bukod dun sa binibigay ni Pres Royden sa amin dito. So kahapon nag-lecture si Sir Royden ng incident response and nag-sidex kami sa hapon. So thank you very much sa DICT for providing us the training. So for sir, for phase 3, yung containment eradication natin, so i-isolate natin yung affected systems to prevent lateral movement. So ito, pag unplug ng system or blocking the ports. And also, eradication, after you isolate, then you eradicate, removing the root cause, such as deleting malwares or disabling compromised accounts. So yun po yung mga importanteng phases. Not only you remove, unplug the machine, but you have to eradicate talaga, tanggalin talaga sa system yung malware na pumasok sa system natin. So for the 5 and 6, so bringing the system back online and testing for safety, it is very important that our system is bumalik na sa its original but hindi lang just na binalik na natin sa operational status, but yung gaano natin kabilis binalik sa original status. Of course, it's not only nakabalik, but you have to ensure kung yung mga binalik natin na backups are tested and safe na, wala nang malware sa loob. So may mga tools din dyan na kailangan nating procure or ilagay o in place or implement dyan sa system natin. So may mga tools dyan for disaster recovery. And of course, yung last phase natin is lesson learned, a postmortem meeting to update the plans and prevent recurrence of the incident. So sa CCERT, sa CERT policy namin, this is the part na din nire-review ng leadership yung mga nangyari. So, nire-review yung TTPs. So, anong yung bagong IOC, anong ginawa natin, then i-update natin yung mga policies natin. And of course, i-database natin yung mga signatures ng mga malwares. So, yan po yung ginagawa ng AFP. So, for key metrics na kailangan natin for this incident response, so we need to mindful of the mean time to detect, how fast we find the threat, then mean time to respond, how fast we neutralize it, and yung business impact niya. So yung total downtime and the financial loss per incident. So yun. So importante itong tatlong metrics natin in incident response.
Okay.
For our next step, so we have to have a regular testing. Like yung ginagawa natin, conduct tabletop exercise annually, then update the plans, review procedures after every major incident or quarterly. Then for those people, yung mga followers natin to research further yung incident response, may mga references tayo that they could read. So, yung framework natin, yung NIST SP 800-61 Revision 2, which is Computer Security Incident Handling Guide. Meron din po yung DICT, may cert din sila, may guide din, nakapublish sa website. For best practices, ito yung SANS Institute Incident Response Policy and Template. For the government guidance, yung Incident Response Plan Basic, yung sa website ng CISA, and for ISO standards, itong yung ISO IEC 27035 Information Security Incident Management. So, yan po. So, ganun lang kaiksi yung ko. Sana may natutunan kayo. And sa followers natin, yung gustong mag-join sa team ng CIA Service AAP sa Cyber Warfare Force ng Navy, sa AAP Cyber Command, sa Signal Regiment ng Army, tapos yung sa 950 Electronic and Cyber Warfare Wing. So mayroon po kaming may mga kami, may special enlistment. So kung gusto niyo mag-join sa team ng cyber team. So pwede po kayong mag-i-apply sa mga services sa Army, Navy, Air Force, and sa JSQ, sa CIA Service AP, as well as yung sa AP Cyber Command. Mayroon po pwede tayo mag-enlist, pwede din tayo maging civilian employee.
Yes. Yan.
So, yun po yun. So, sa ayaw magsundalo, pero gusto ng challenge sa buhay, mga IT dyan na graduate and gustong mag-pursue ng cybersecurity or cyber defense sa civilian, pwedeng may civilian employee kami sa Cyber Command. Then sa mga sundalo naman, may mga enlistment kami. Special enlistment siya. So may mga sa Army, may mga tawag dito, Infantry Division na nagre-recruit, ma'am.
Yes, but
Okay.
pag sa Army, better apply sa Signal Regiment. Nandoon yung Cyber Battalion. Doon sila mag-apply para either regular soldier or special enlist.
Yeah.
For the Navy naman, may Naval Cyber Warfare force na doon ongoing yung mga enlist, yung special enlist. And sa JHQ naman, merong CI Service AFP, wherein kung gusto mo naman ng network admin, systems admin, mga programmers po, meron po din kami na sa CI Service AFP. Also with AFP Cyber Command. So, nangangailangan po sila ng mga sundalo na cyber warriors, cyber workforce. So, yun po.
Force.
So, yun po. I've discussed the 6 phases of computer incident response life cycle, and then yung mga references natin. Hopefully, may natutunan po kayo. And thank you very much to Sir Royden, Sir Redoble, and Miss Ruby, and sa lahat ng PixPro staff for inviting us at least to share with you yung mga experiences namin and itong computer security incident response
Yes.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you very
giving us-
napakaganda ng presentation. Ngayon, feeling secure na ako sa cyberspace natin.
Yeah, Commander, if you can just share.
Pwede ba, VP
share
Ruby?
na lang yung yung
Yung presentation.
para
Okay.
mas makita natin ng buo sila. Okay, thank
VP
you.
Ruby, pwede ba akong magtanong first? Sa isang vulnerability concern, wala na bang service personnel na gumagamit ng email in communicating official communications? Meron na ba silang sariling official email address? Wala na ba silang Gmail, Lycos, Yahoo? Kung nagko-communicate sila internally, wala na ba yun, sir?
Meron kaming internal email, sir, sa JHQ, that is AAP mail. Yung mga major services namin, meron din sariling email that nagko-communicate. That is our official email. But of course, may mga din Gmail for communicating outside yung mga partners namin outside. So may mga Gmail. So pero ang internal communications namin yung infra namin for email.
Yeah. Natanong ko 'yan kasi when I was in Dubai, kausap ko yung ambassador namin. Sabi nila during that time, this was in the 90s, wala silang sariling communications facilities kaya gumagamit sila ng mga public. Ngayon ba wala nang gumagamit na public doon sa mga ambassadors pag nag-communicate sila. Kaya very vulnerable tayo before eh.
Yes, sir. Yung leadership ng AFP, lalo na si Chief of Staff, is directing all units to use our own email system.
Yan, very good. Very good. Yan lang,
Mr.
Mr. B, mamaya, pag walang natanong, meron din akong isang tanong pa.
Yeah, okay.
Diba?
Sige, may tanong ako. Well, thank you for giving us a tour on your computer security incident response plan. And kanina, nag-recruit na kayo. So, susugan natin yung recruitment na yan. So, what do you think is the most important, especially for our young Filipinos who would like to pursue careers in cybersecurity and at the same time, being part of the military like that of AFP?
Pardon, ma'am, anong...
Ano po yung what skills, and competencies sa tingin niyo po ang most important, sa ating mga would like to become part of cybersecurity and the military force at the same time?
For me, as per experience, I was a group commander of Information Systems Group sa Navy and nag-acting din ako ng cybersecurity group. So I observed before going to cyber, you should have at least skills in networking, systems administration, programming. So, yun. So, siguro kahit IT, then we will inject training. Kasi yan naman talaga sa, before you handle task, pinapatrain kayo namin.
Yan.
Like incident response. Yung mga computer engineering dyan, yung mga IT, yung mga ComSci, pwede mag-apply. O basta IT related. May mga ACE nga din na nag-apply.
Yeah.
Dito sa AP, pinapano pa kayo, pinapatrain. So here at saka abroad, lalo na pag nasa AP Cyber Command. Kasi nga, it's parang special skills kasi yan eh. So, sa ngayon, medyo wala pa tayong schools na nag-offer ng cybersecurity diretso. So, yung may maraming skills pa is yung mga IT, ComSci, ComEng, ECE, parang ganun. So, pwede po sila mag-apply dito sa cyber natin, sa cyber unit, sa binabanggit natin kanina.
Yes, ma'am. Ako, in my case, being the commandant of our signal school ng Signal Regiment ng Philippine Army, then yung naging battalion commander ako ng 9th Signal Battalion sa Bicol, nag-priority kami to those who apply for those recruitment ng mga ICT graduate, meaning to say kahit hindi ka graduate pero technician ka,
Savvy.
pwede sila yung priority ng
Right.
Signal Regiment dahil magagamit sila. Then during nasa loob na sila ng service, pinapaaral yan sila na pwede sa labas
Wow.
sa abroad at saka dito sa local. Just like yung mga estudyante namin, nag-undergo sila ng CompTIA, sinuportahan ng Philippine Army ang mga sundalo natin na nakita nilang may potensyal na maging cyber workforce. So ganun yung program ng Philippine Army on just like what happened during the pandemic. Grabe yung recruitment ng mga yung mga ICT applicants dahil yun yung time na puro tayo online eh, and
Right.
kailangan ng mga programmers para ma-address yung mga requirements ng Army, ng kanyang mga units on how to continue yung mission namin kahit during pandemic. So, ang hirap nung during sa pandemic na yun.
Right. At kung maidagdag ko lang, no, Colonel and Commander, na siguro bukod doon sa, and I'm sure you will agree with me, that bukod dito sa mga technical skills at all, that we also call this IQ, importante rin yung EQ, no? Na kailangan matatag sila, no? And very resilient at hindi ang tawag dito, reklamador and all that. It's very important, di ba?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, yung mga nag-apply magpa-enlist sa they will undergo NP screening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tama na
Very good.
sila pa ay mentally fit, psychologically fit. Dahil
Yes.
pagka hindi pa nga sila may problema na sila sa naging na
Right.
sila, liability ng service.
Right. Oh. Meron tayong mga questions dito, no? Let's answer it very quickly from VP Ben Izra Dakudao. Ang sabi niya, ang question niya, is the Coast Guard also part of the CSIRP or the CSIRP?
Civilian yan.
Coast Guard is under ng DOTR.
Yeah. Civilian
So,
authority.
Civilian agency siya. But I think Coast Guard is a member of National CERT.
Yes. Actually, ma'am, Coast Guard and Philippine Police, National Police, meron tayong joint Peace and Security Council na
Mhm.
composed of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, Philippine National Police, and Coast Guard. So may mga summit kami, may mga meetings with the Coast Guard here in the Visayas region.
Okay.
And magkakandak din kami. Last year, nagkakandak kami ng exercise together with the Coast Guard and the National Police na si Sir Roy din nga yung tumulong sa Viscom to implement that exercise.
All right. There's another question here. How is your coordination with other government agencies and private sector partners during cyber incidents?
So, yun. In our part sa AFP, we course through sa J6 sa higher headquarters if the incident is medyo malaki. And of course, we have a traffic light protocol for sharing information. So, yun. We have policies also. Although we have, yun nga, sabi ni ma'am, meron kaming mga na-develop na ng mga protocols na sa interagency protocols for sharing information. But of course, limited lang siya kasi nga meron tayong information security. So, with the help, of course, ng DICT sa national level, doon kami sa CICC maybe, doon yung, or sa Cybersecurity Bureau, doon kami nag-uusap when it comes sa mga cyber crimes.
Yeah.
Doon kami nag-uusap. So may pinapatawag na interagency for that. So hindi kami actually nagbibigay agad, but of course, may mga protocol. Every agency actually there are protocols for that.
All right. Anything you'd like to add, ma'am, Lay?
When it comes to cyber incidents here in the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the AFP Cyber Command and the CIS Service AFP, sila yung task units or command to take charge on the address that issues. So bago yung ibang mga ma'am, sila yung inatasan to address yung mga concern na yan.
All right, thank you. And just like that, it's now 6:02. Grabe, ang bilis
Ang
ng
bilis.
oras.
Correct,
Sabi ko sa
correct.
inyo 'di ba? Sorry, pasensya na. Pero mag-extend tayo ng kaunti lang because we'd like to hear yung inyong parting words to our Kapix Pro and sa ating viewing public, no, on your message to them regarding cybersecurity and how can they be part of the national responsibility in cybersecurity.
So for the for everyone, so alam naman natin na cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. So with that, siyempre tayo as human is the weakest link in the cybersecurity. Gaano man kadami yung natin, yung policies, yung mga procedures natin, we have magagandang technologies, mga defenses natin. Baliwala yan pag humans na inattack na hindi aware
Right.
how to recognize yung mga attacks na yan. So tama-tama ito. This is an opportunity or magandang effort ng PixPro to educate everyone not only yung cyber professional. So, kami mismo, hindi ko nga din alam to. Kung hindi, akala ko di ICT, ito Pix Pro. So, hindi ko alam na mayroong organization pala na ganito dahil I am nasa ano na ako, nasa IT na no. So medyo na ano tayo sa cyber security, medyo tumagal lang hindi naka-engage with other organization. So nagpapasalamat kami sa invitation to share yung at least yung knowledge namin, experiences dito sa AFP, and of course doon sa leadership ng Pix Pro, kay Sir Yuena and Sir Redoble and kay Ma'am. Maraming salamat. Continue po natin itong effort na ito and para makapaghikayat pa tayo ng mga IT professional to go or to try cyber security dahil of course this is a new domain or new skills na kailangan ng mga companies natin. So dapat ay i-continue natin ang effort nito for awareness din ng lahat. So ako I'm willing to join this this organization.
Yes, thank you. Welcome. You're very welcome.
You're very welcome here.
Maraming salamat once again sa pag-invite sa amin ni Ma'am.
Thank you, Commander Rodel. Ma'am Lay.
Okay, sa akin naman, I will be retiring very soon this year, this coming July.
Oh my, lapit na.
Dito sa ano kasi sa amin sa AFP, hindi 60 yung retirement age namin compulsory, instead 57. So thank you for inviting us. This is our first time to be have a partner with you sa Pix Pro. Kay Engineer Rosiana, thank you, Sir Redoble and Madam Ruby. And sa lahat ng mga nakikinig o nanonood sa ano natin, talakayan natin ngayon, tama yung sinabi ni Commander Baraka na it is cybersecurity is everybody's concern, responsibility, and sana aware itong mga bagong generation na i-protect natin yung sarili natin and yung ating critical cyber infrastructure against cyber threat. That's all, and ang AFP ay nandito lang. Kung sinong gustong mag-apply for maging sundalo or CHR or officer, pwede kayong pumunta dito sa Camp Lapu-Lapu para tulungan namin kayo para makapasok sa servisyon. That's all, and thank you. Happy
Thank you.
Valentine's sa lahat.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Colonel Suarez.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
and
much.
don't worry kasi po, this will not be the last, no? So marami po tayong magiging mga collaborations, no? At kahit po kayo ay mag-retire na, ma'am.
You would still be invited. I hope you would
Yes, you will
welcome
still
our
be invited.
invitation.
Yes, yes. So maraming salamat sa inyo at maraming salamat sa lahat ng ating mga viewers na nakinig at nawa may natutunan kayo ngayong hapon na ito sa ating session ng Kwentuhang Cybersecurity. Mabilisan lang, shout out ko lang itong mga ito, si Johans Kamasura, si Pres Lenelio from MENA region. We have a global chapter po kasi sa MENA, and we have Relin Ann, Sia and si Mary Zambrano, si Amy, si Diano, si Tebo, si VP Ben, si Doris, yung aking friend si Doris, si Early Desma, si VP George, and yung aking tita si Son Vasquez. At sa inyo lahat, maraming salamat po for watching. Ayan. So, see you again next week sa isa namang makabuluhang kwentuhan ng cyber security, no? Anything and
Yes.
everything about cybersecurity. And again, maraming salamat po Colonel Suarez and Commander Baraka.
Ma'am Lai, sir,
Maraming
Baraka,
salamat.
maraming
Magkita po
salamat.
tayo dyan sa Cebu. At Kuya,
Yes, actually, we're very happy because in our initial talks with the schools and the students, they're very excited about creating a career path towards AFP, Navy, sa Air Force kasi masu-shortcut nila yung process just by advocating cybersecurity. So, you know, the energy of our youngsters are very high and most of the time nauubos lang doon sa walang makabuluhang gaming at saka gambling. So with this, in our collaboration with First CTU dito sa Cebu at sa collaboration natin sa mga schools sa Aurora, sa Makati, sa Bacolod, sa other parts of the country, sorry kung hindi ko na-mention yung iba, hopefully we can bridge the gap doon sa military natin at sa civilian force up to the barangay level. Kasi yung students natin, we're encouraging them to really go to the barangay and educate the people there. So yung network natin would be very wide at very deep. Tapos pag nagkaroon tayo ng magandang network, then yung information gathering natin, instantaneous, papasok ka agad doon sa database natin. So thank you very much at maraming salamat. Sana po gawin yung bisyo itong Friday kwentuhang cybersecurity natin. Sir, ma'am, maraming salamat. Thank you very much.
maraming salamat. Okay, and mga ka-Pixel, tandaan nyo ang AFP and kanilang cybersecurity incident response plan ay ginawa para protektahan tayo ultimately. So please do also your share. Okay, maraming salamat po. And with our, meron po kaming parting, ano ba yun, tagline ba yun, na ganyan. So just join us.
Closing ID.
Closing ID, yeah, that's right. Okay, so kasi yung iba ay naghahanda na para sa Valentine's Day bukas, no? At yung iba nagde-date na ngayon, perhaps, no? At looking forward to weekend. Pero sa atin, sa cybersecurity, happy lang,
Happy lang,
walang
walang weekend.
So maraming
Maraming
po.
salamat. Thank you very much.
Colonel
Happy
Suarez,
Valentine's to
Colonel
all.
Baraka, thank you.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Happy
sir.
Valentine, mga ka-Pix Pro.
Salamat. God bless.
Salamat po.